So yeah, guys, as you see with the title, it says the tropics are heating up. And it's about August now. And yes, the tropics are heating up. So we're going to go talk about that right now. So if you look at Hurricane Debby, which is now Tropical Storm Debby, and soon to be Tropical Depression Debby, and then Post-Tropical Debby. So as you see, all these places could be seeing some flash flooding, like along the Appalachian Mountains, up into places like New York, Maine. You guys can see some flooding over there. Pennsylvania, even Washington, D.C. Today, this is producing heavy downpours and rain, such as near the Panthers Stadium over up in Greenville, North Carolina. But the main concern of flooding is still going on, as the storm is a slow-moving storm, but along this area right here, seeing crazy amounts of flooding. Downpours and major flooding. If we look over here, though, there could possibly be another tropical system trying to act up, trying to get big and strong before slamming over into the possible Florida coast again. I'm thinking if this one does, it's going to continue on. Does show kind of the same path looking thing and then turning, but I'm thinking it's going to go a little bit farther and crash into like New Orleans area and then head upwards towards Ohio, Michigan, that area. But it's only a 30% chance, so we can't really tell if it's going to grow or not grow. We will be monitoring it and seeing if it's going to grow. We also got this over here, which is pretty, I'm going to say, this probably won't turn into something, but you can never rule out if it's not going to or not. Then we got this, Emily, which decided to do a whole entire spin. This Emily storm ain't going to impact. I would say if it does impact, it will just bring gusty winds over to Hawaii. Look out for those wildfires over in Hawaii when this tropical depression tries to go over there. And of course, I don't talk about or go live for any of these places in Japan or anywhere over in this little region or this little region due to the lack of radar. But Japan, watch out. You could see a typhoon winds from this storm, Maria, go all the way up to the top part of Japan. So just be ready, Japan. And that's all the tropical stuff that there is. So if you look at day one, we have a slight risk over in North Carolina, going all the way up to about Washington, D.C. We also got a tornado warning now for Hartford, Windfall. Take shelter. Well, don't take shelter once this video is posted because probably ain't going to be no tornado warning there. But as you see, big slight risk. And then what's strange about this is there is a small, and I mean small, marginal risk with this. Like, and then we got the general thunder, which is going for most of the eastern part of USA. Florida is very hot right now over near the area that the hurricane just rammed into. There could still be flash flooding over there. And then let's look over here at the possible next storm system that's going to try to slam over into the eastern USA as it marches over here slowly but surely. Phoenix, Tucson, Siesta Vista, Flagstaff, St. George, Cedar City. You guys are under a marginal risk. Then we got this General Thunder. And this over here comes with a 5% tornado risk in the yellow. Right here. In the slight risk, there's a 5% tornado risk. I know we've already seen a bunch of tornado warnings in this general area. So, like, Greenville, Kitty Hawk, like, those areas have seen, like, tornado warnings. I'm thinking up here is going to be quiet till tomorrow. So that's like Richmond, Washington, D.C., that area. I think it's going to be pretty quiet up there for now. But you can start to see some possible tornado activity here. Possibly tomorrow. But if you're in the tornado watch, just look out. Like up into Virginia Beach. Look out over there. Richmond, Virginia. Look out over there. So day 2 shows the same exact thing for this area. Flooding could possibly be a thing over in the Denver area, over down to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And if you look over here, we have a big, moderate risk for excessive rainfall for mainly the whole state of Vermont, a whole bunch of Pennsylvania, and New York. So watch out for this flash flooding, especially if you're over in Multiplier. And especially over here in like the Canada area. Watch out for some flash flooding from that storm. So day 3, stuff starts to quiet down in weather and rain for the New England area. There could still be some flash flooding. I'm thinking the flood watch will extend over to about this general area. So all this area could be put under a flood watch. But it's going to be generally quiet after this. So when this over in New England is going to be very quiet and peaceful for once. Even down here, it's going to be peaceful for once. Because there's only a marginal risk, which could be updated to slight risk. As you see, stuff starts to quiet down here. I think we're going to have another slight risk in excessive rainfall for possibly this area. But besides that, it's just straight quietness for once over here in the area of in the mainland USA. It's going to be pretty quiet for rain. There could still be some rumble, thunder on day 3, but besides that, everything just starts to quiet down. Look at the fire risk. Day 1, today, there's isolated dry thunderstorms that will be possible over from Wyoming to Nevada. Besides that, the fire risk is pretty low that day. Also, there is a possible dry thunderstorm risk for over here in upper Washington. Day 2 in fire, there could be an isolated thunderstorm, dry thunderstorm risk for Washington area. Isolated dry thunderstorm risk from Oregon all the way down to about Utah. Mainly that's it for fire though. So if we look over in this area of North Carolina, as you can see this storm scurry off up north, causing heavy downpours, and by Saturday should be decently quiet for up here in New England. Of course, it won't be quiet for Florida. There still will be possible thunderstorms in Florida. But let's look over into Ohio real quick. So as you can see in Ohio, there could be some possible thunderstorms sparking up in the Ohio area, which could produce some heavy downpours. Besides that, for Ohio, Indiana, it really won't be nothing. Let's look over here at the other storm system, this area. See what this has going on. So as you see, thunderstorms could spark up today. And then you see this little system right here, which is in Saturday. Texas, you could get some. Oklahoma, you could also get some. I would say everything will probably be possible in that area. Tornadoes, hail, and wind. But besides that, that's really all I have to say now. So, also wait, let's look at that one tropical system over here. Let's see what this wants to do. As you see, it doesn't show anything trying to develop. But that might change. Doesn't show anything trying to develop with any of these storms. Shows that little tropical system scurrying off and dying. But over here in Japan, shows this actually being very strong looking before dying out into Japan. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say, weather related. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, just stay safe out there.